The Jaguars going on the road trying to prevent 0-4 after the embarrassment they had gotten on Monday night, playing against the Houston Texans. Whew, God, I think this is another stat day for C.J. Stroud, man. He's gotten better. There was no regression after what he had done last season. Man, the Jaguars are in for an 0-4 start. I'm starting to wonder if Doug Peterson can even get out of this season before it ends alive as far as having his job.
Yeah, I'm thinking pretty couple of weeks we're going to see an asterisk by the Jaguars in the standings, eliminated from playoffs.
They're on the clock.
I mean, Andy Dalton got the Panthers a dub.
Bro,
come on now, what are you guys doing down there in Jacksonville?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here in Jacksonville. I thought they had some answers, and not even from a biased perspective, because I'm not a Jaguar fan. As a homegrown Jaguar fan, I just happen to like the Jaguars because I covered them for years when I was doing the media thing, and still just happen to be here. I like the Jaguar fans. I see what they've built. I see where they've come from and where they are now. It's a nice ride, but you would like to see some results better than what we saw last year when it seems like the regression started. It was supposed to have been progress from the year before that when they had gone to the playoffs and won playoff games and came from 27 down. Now we're in this season, which is Trevor Lawrence's fourth season, getting that huge contract. And wow, you're talking about Mac Jones alert. Put the Mac Jones light up in the sky, like the bat signal. We might need him to come in to take over for Trevor Lawrence. How difficult is it going to be for the backup quarterback to now come in and try to save the season or give a different look when you just signed a QB to over $250 million contract?
I don't know. I mean, they're going on 10, 11 straight losses. Yeah. Going back to last year. Things have fallen apart down there. They were leading the division, and all of a sudden they just went downhill. And it looks like they're still rolling downhill. I don't know how they're going to fix it. I don't know what the issue is with Trevor Lawrence. Why isn't he playing better? Why can't they put more points on the board? You know, it's not like they're without talent.
What I'm looking at from watching game to game, almost every game, and even going to some games, a little while ago, not recently, but going to games, I'm looking at Trevor Lawrence on television. I'm seeing some of the things he's doing and not doing, like hitting his receivers who are wide open. He's overthrown by 10 yards, sometimes 15 yards. And this is when he's not under duress. The time when you can see a quarterback sit back there, pat the ball twice, look left, look right, and then he finds the guy he wants to throw it to, and it's 5 yards away from him. That's a Trevor Lawrence issue. I'm starting to wonder, is it because he's 6'6"? We've had 6'6" quarterbacks before. They weren't doing that, even when they were bad and not expected to be franchise quarterbacks. But what he's doing, consistently messing up like that, consistently throwing into when he's not throwing it to the wrong person, it's an interception. He's just not hitting the receivers that are wide open. He gets into a rhythm. You think he finally has gotten it. And then the next drive is crap. He still has he didn't go over 200 yards on Monday night. It could have been a lot worse. That's even worse than that. Buffalo could have put more points on the board. And this is against a defense that had money spent on the defense. They suffered injuries in that game. Aluakon, their tackling machine linebacker out of Yale. This guy was injured, and he's going to be out for some weeks now with the injury he has.
Well, you mentioned Monday night, and I said it on our show Monday. The only thing that could make this football weekend worse is Jaden Daniels going out there playing well and beating the Bengals. And damn if he didn't do it. Not only did he play well, he was 21 of 23.
Yeah, exactly.
Running touchdown, 2 passing touchdowns, and he outplayed Joe Burrow. And oh my gosh, that's the guy I wanted the Bears to draft.
Exactly. And what I was saying, I was like, all he needs to do is be more efficient, but get some touchdowns this time. He lifted. Come on, I'm not even your coach. He went out there. He 21 of 23, puts up the yards, runs the ball well, throws the ball well, and he looks like the C.J. Stroud from last season. So I guess instead of tanking, you should almost tank if you're one of those teams, because you don't want that first pick overall. You want the second pick. Get the second pick, man.
So on Facebook today, I had a memory pop up, and in 2021 on this year, I guess the Bears got boat raced by the Browns, and Justin Fields got sacked, I think, 8 or 9 times. And I'm like, this is 2 quarterbacks in a row that they don't ever draft any good linemen to protect him. Now it's 3 quarterbacks in a row. I mean, they got Caleb Williams, and the offense, they can't open the holes, they can't block, they can't protect. What are we doing? During the offseason, I was excited that they addressed the offensive line. They brought in new guys. I just didn't know they couldn't play. I didn't know they weren't better than the guys they had. My goodness, man. What are the Bears doing?